Hi everybody, this is Simon and welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. In my videos, I aim to provide inspiring, uplifting and motivating content that will hopefully add some value to your lives. If you're coming back again after my hiatus, I also really appreciate you rejoining me on this channel. Today I want to talk to you about 5 ways you can stay calm and reduce stress during these stressful times that we're all going through at the moment. With everything that's happening in the world, everything can seem so overwhelming, and understandably people are feeling stressed out. So if you're one of those people, hopefully this will provide some value to you and help to reduce your stress with these different techniques I'm going to provide to you now. Number 1, reconnect with nature. Being out in nature and reconnecting with it is super important and fundamental to human happiness and well-being. Increasingly we've become disconnected from nature, especially in the last couple of decades or so, as more and more people increasingly move to cities. We live further and further from nature and we become further and further immersed in technology such as smartphones or working from home on our computers all the time, or even virtual reality, which will be the next step probably. If you can, try to get out into nature at least once a day. Now this doesn't have to be some trek out into the jungle, although of course that is really nice. You can just go to your local park if you're living in a city. Going out into the park for half an hour or so will help to reduce your stress levels and calm you down. Nature is very calming because it's just at a different pace to the way that it operates at a different pace to the way modern life operates. Humans seem to be always operating or trying to operate at a faster and faster pace. And this is partly driven, this is just my own opinion, I think this is partly driven by, or very much driven by capitalism, but that's for another video. As we move faster and faster, we seem to be moving at a different pace all the time from nature, but we are connected to nature, we can't get away from that. We are not some separate being and entity that can survive without nature. We need nature to survive. And this has been shown by the levels of depression, anxiety and stress that have been going up and up as we've become increasingly disconnected from nature and tried to replace that with technology. Technology is definitely not a replacement for nature, although it is good in some aspects. Now, I want to recommend a book to you called Into the Forest by Dr. Qing Li. How trees can help you find health and happiness. In Japan, they're very big on something called forest bathing. Now what is forest bathing, you might ask? Well, as the name suggests, you get out into nature and you kind of immerse yourself into the forest. This doesn't have to be this isn't for running or exercise. It's literally just going out into a forest or a woodland or a park and immersing yourself in and surrounding yourself with plants and trees, and these engage all of your 5 senses. And as Dr. Qing Li says in the book, for people that are feeling stressed by modern life, the good news is that my studies and those of my fellow researchers have now proved that forest bathing lowers the stress hormones cortisol and adrenaline, suppresses the sympathetic or fight or flight system, enhances the parasympathetic or rest and recover system, lowers blood pressure and increases heart rate variability. As you can see, there are various benefits that he studied related to getting out into forests and nature, and this also includes improving your sleep and improving your mood, making you feel happier. So I would definitely recommend following the advice of Dr. Qing Li and various other people that have studied the effects, the positive benefits of nature. And I'll link, I'll put a link to the video to this book in the description below so you can check it out yourselves. Number 2. Try a 30-day digital detox. Now, on the one hand, I would say reconnect with nature. On the other hand, I would say disconnect as much as you can from technology. Modern technology is omnipresent in our lives, and it's really becoming a big drain on our happiness, and it is leading to depression and anxiety. This can be seen especially in younger people who've grown up with the internet and smartphones and social media apps pretty much from a very young age. I've seen even some babies in their cribs or having being given smartphones or tablets to calm them down. This is probably having the opposite effect. All of this access to technology is definitely stressing people out, and this has been shown by various studies. As Cal Newport suggests in his book Digital Minimalism, choosing a focused life in a noisy world, he highly recommends trying a 30-day digital detox. Now, what does that entail, you might ask? Basically, apart from things that are absolutely necessary in your day-to-day life, such as using your laptop and email and all those kind of things for work, apart from that, disconnect from your smartphone and social media apps and YouTube and Spotify and Netflix, etc., for 30 days. After the 30 days is finished, you can see which of these things you want to reintroduce into your life. Which of these things have you really missed, or which of these things were you only just using through reflex? What do I mean by a reflex? So basically, for example, just picture yourself walking on the street and you suddenly feel the urge to check your smartphone. You didn't even get a notification, but you felt like you had to check it just in case something had popped up like a text. This is a documented phenomenon, and it's becoming increasingly the case among people that they feel like they always have to check their phone. It's become an addiction, basically. And this is being driven by all of the apps that are on there, like social media apps and gaming apps and dating apps and all of these other things, because they make us feel like we're missing out unless we're checking it constantly. Now, this is leading to a much lower attention spans, meaning we can't focus on things. If you've ever been out for a meal with someone and they're checking their phone, you'll know how annoying that is, because you want to have a conversation with them, but half of their concentration or attention is on their phone. So I would definitely recommend disconnecting from technology, especially if you're out for a meal with friends or family. Try to leave your phone in your bag or at home. You don't need to bring it out with you. You're having a conversation with a human across the table from you. That is far more powerful and interesting than anything on your phone. The phone might offer momentary boosts of addictive happiness, and this is seen by dopamine spikes that people can get, which they become addicted to by using social media. When you get a like, for example, or a comment on a video you've made, you can get a dopamine hit, and this is every time you get that hit, it reinforces that it's a good thing to check that. But in the long run, this is not beneficial to your life. It's meaning you can't do other things. If you're spending all your time watching YouTube videos or checking social media, you won't be working on your blog or your book or your artwork or photography or making videos. Become more of try and become more of a creator rather than a consumer. Many people, and I'd say potentially most people, are mindless consumers these days, and this has been driven a lot by technology. So disconnect from technology as much as you can. Number 3, exercise. Exercise is also fundamental to human happiness and well-being. You've heard the expression, healthy body, healthy mind, and this is an old expression, but many people do not put that into practice these days. But this is at the detriment to their lives, because you need to have a healthy body to have a healthy mind. Well, a subclause, I know that not everybody, through no fault of their own, has a healthy body, but if you have got a healthy or a working body, then make sure to get out and move, do exercise every day. And this doesn't have to be some long drawn out affair. You don't have to go to the gym. This is an excuse that many people use, and myself included in the past, not to exercise. I'd think, oh, the gym's too far away, I can't be bothered to go there, it's too expensive, I don't like the music that's there, I don't like the equipment, blah blah blah. You can do exercise at home, and with many of us working from home these days, this is the perfect opportunity to do exercise. So for example, if you're brewing a cup of coffee in the morning, rather than scrolling through your phone while you're waiting for it to brew, do some stretches, do some bodyweight exercises, sit-ups, press-ups, etc. Bodyweight exercises are some of the most effective ways to work out your body, and it requires no equipment at all. You can also get out for a run, so you can combine that with the boost of nature that I mentioned earlier by going for a run in your local park or around the countryside along the coast or into a forest. you can combine these two things together. You can also use this exercise as a way to disconnect yourself from technology, because obviously when you're running, you're not going to be checking social media. The temptation is to go out when you're running, listen to music or a podcast or something. And while I'm not saying, while this can be a good thing, you could also go for a run in the park or in the forest without your phone at all. And I've done this a number of times recently, and I've really felt the benefits of this, because I haven't got this urge to check my phone. I'm just immersed by nature, and I'm also exercising. So there's there's triple benefits of all of this combined. Number 4, sleep. Sleep is also fundamental to reducing stress, feeling happier, and general all-round well-being of your body and mind. And this can also be connected to the other points I've made. Getting out into nature improves your sleep. The 30-day digital detox, or detoxing yourself from technology, is also a good way of improving your sleep. So for example, every day now, I try as much as possible to leave my phone out of my bedroom when I go to bed, so then I have no temptation to check it, watch a YouTube video or something, and instead I read books. And books, I read them, I consume the information, they go into my mind, and then also they help me fall to sleep more easily, rather than screens which emit blue lights, which have been shown to be detrimental to a good night's sleep, because they disrupt your sleep patterns. Now also exercise. When you exercise a lot, this releases dopamine, which gives you a high, and also means that you can get a better night's sleep in the evening. When you're going to bed, you feel you've expended energy during the day, so you feel tired in the evening and you're ready to go to sleep at the right time, rather than staying up at night. So try not to stay up at night watching YouTube videos or Netflix videos, or if you do watch them, be conscious about how you watch them. Don't have them on auto so they just go on to the next video, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to keep on their services and keep watching. Instead, turn that setting off, especially on YouTube, and then you can just watch 1 or 2 videos that you choose, then shut it off, and then you can go to bed. Number 5, gratitude. Now this might seem a bit wishy-washy, hippy-dippy, but don't discount gratitude. Gratitude has powerful effects. If you practice daily gratitude and you think of the things that you're grateful for, this will really enhance your mood and reduce stress levels. So I can't recommend this enough. I try to write down things that I'm grateful for at least once. I try to do it every day, but it'll be at least once or twice a week at least. These don't have to be big things. They don't have to be something about, oh, I'm grateful for my job or anything like that. It can be little things like, I'm grateful for this delicious cup of coffee, for example. Cheers. They can be, I'm grateful for that conversation I had with my friend yesterday. They can be something like, I'm grateful for the park that I live near. I'm grateful for the sun shining. If you focus on these little things, then you'll also start to appreciate the bigger things in your life as well. And this will have a positive cycle on your life. All of these things, I would say, have a virtuous cycle. So when you exercise, you'll also sleep better. When you sleep better, you'll feel less stressed in the daytime, and you'll be able to think more about the things you're grateful for, because you'll be less groggy and angry and irritable. When you get out into nature, you'll reduce your stress levels, and you'll also be able to sleep better, and you'll also feel grateful for that. And all of these things will also lead to, ideally, the reduction in other addictions such as smoking or drinking, and they will probably lead to improvements in your diet as well. So whereas things like poor sleep, eating unhealthily, smoking can lead to a vicious cycle, which can lead to your lifestyle going down and stress levels going up, this is the converse of this is all of the things I've mentioned in this video. So try to practice at least 1 or 2 of these things, and you'll definitely see the benefits, and it will lead to greater other benefits stacking on top of this. Once you feel less stressed, then you'll be more likely to be able to pursue the new job you're going for. You'll be in a better frame of mind to go after a relationship that you're after if you're looking for that. You'll feel in a better mood to go out with friends and family for meals or days out. You'll feel less groggy and tired, and just in general you'll have a better frame of mind, and this will lead to a better life in general. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I really appreciate you watching it. If you have any of your own tips or techniques, I'd love to hear them. Leave them in the comments below and I will be looking through them, and I'll probably implement some of them into my own life. If you like the video, please leave a like below and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out and I really appreciate that, and also hit the little bell notification. If you enjoyed this content, then the YouTube algorithm will show more videos like this in your YouTube feed. Until next time, guys, see you next time. Have a healthy, happy, stress-free week, and peace out. See you later. Thanks.